Right, it's an absolutely beautiful morning here in Perth. What's this, Thursday morning? So it's a Thursday morning, low 20 degrees. This summer has been the lowest temperature ever. It's been fantastic. And I thought I'd just take the DR out for a quick run. I'm down south east of Perth in the forest down here. You can see the pea gravel on the road. Love the pea gravel. It's almost worse than sand, to be honest. It's like little marbles on top of sort of clay. Anyway, we'll here's somebody else coming, off-road camper by the looks of it. Anyway, I'll get up here and I'll have a quick look at Mount Cook. It's the top of the hill here, and I'll see how I go. As I said, just out for a nice quiet run, not trying to do any high speed, and we'll take it from there. So I overtook the car. I didn't want to follow his dust the whole way bloody up the hill. It's not a long road, this. Winds quite nicely through the hill, but as I said, it's got this bloody pea gravel on it, and the front end with the death wings, oh shit, skites about a bit, and so I'll just take it easy going up here. I'm not in a hurry, I've got the whole day to do nothing. Oh fucking hell. That's what happens with that pea gravel. My god, this stuff is, the bike is everywhere. Right, anyway, I'll see if I can get to the top of the hill without killing myself. Actually, I've just worked out with these death wings, it's not just the front wheel, the actual back drifts out as well, so you get the back drifts off. Don't know what that is. And then the front drifts out as well, so it's not just the front wheel, it's the back as well. There's no grip. Well, there is grip, but it's not like a knobbly tyre where it wants to stop it drifting to the side. And so yeah, the death wings are shocking. Anyway, I'll keep going, and as I said, just try and get to the top of this Mount Cook or whatever it is, and this is another track you can take. It's the Powerline's track. It gets a bit sketchy on some of the hill areas, but apparently it's a pretty good track to traverse. Obviously somebody's been using that sign for shooting practice as well. I might just pop down there and have a quick look. I'm definitely not going, but oh, I've got the trail wings on, haven't I? Anyway, let's go down for a quick look. I'm definitely not going very far on this track. It'll get a bit sketchy in terms of this pea gravel and sand. But it's actually it's not too bad, to be honest. I'll take the first hill and come back. Quite a nice cool day, so it's oh you fucker, pea gravel, so it's going to as I say, it's quite a cool day today, so I'm not going to lose a million gallons of sweat just getting up a small hill. Nice, I like the front end's skiting about everywhere. You can see here it's getting a little bit rocky. It's actually not too bad. I'd hate to be coming up here in the wet, I can tell you that. And that's probably far enough for me. You can see up there it gets a bit steeper. I bet that's good up there. Anyway, that'll do me today. I'll just whip it round and go back the way I came. That was fun. You can see there how you get a really good run across the hills. You get a good view from up here. My GPS is asking me if I need a break. I must have my heart rate monitor on. Anyway, I'll just take it down the gravel here. This is where some decent tyres would really come in useful. Oh, I hate that. Plastic, people throwing away plastic bottles. Might have fallen out somebody's bag. Now remember, I've got the Warp 9 fork brace on, and the Warp 9 fork brace, when I was on the motocross track, was bottoming out. So I'll have to check it when I get off all this stuff and see if it's bottoming out. I've gone into some pretty big potholes actually, and if it hasn't bottomed out on the potholes, I'll be very pleased. And if it has bottomed out, it might be a case of taking it off, because obviously I'm not getting my full fork range. So what I'll do is when I get to the end of the road, I'll take a quick look, and if it's been bottoming out on my fork brace, I'll think about what I'm going to do. Absolutely bloody magical riding through the forest this time of the year, end of the summer. Well, it should be hot actually, but it's quite pleasant. This was supposed to take me to a lookout, but I can't seem to find it, so I've got no idea where the lookout is. The road just continued away into the forest, and I wasn't going to go for miles and miles into the forest today, so as I said, it's just a little ride today. Corrugations. It's just a little ride today across the corrugations, and just to get the old DR out. It was the coolest day this week, only, as I said, it was only about mid-20s or low 20s today, and tomorrow picks up again, so we're at the tail end of summer. It's an absolutely fantastic summer, I must admit. And there's another big pothole. Just having to watch out for potholes and big soft sandy bits and piles of pea gravel where the bike wants to drift away. when the back end tends to break out as well and under power, and I mean really break out under power. It's just got, the bike slows down completely, and so yeah, I think the sooner I can get these tyres changed, the better. But they do fine. I mean, if this is all I was doing, and mostly fucking potholes. If this is all I was doing, and mostly road work, you know, you could live with them. But the first opportunity I get, I'll be whipping them off, I think. There's that dry salt pan again, or rocky outcrop. There's quite a lot of roads in here actually. I've got no idea where they all go. But anyway, I'll just keep riding back, and that was a nice ride in the forest. If I see a lookout turn off, I'll take it. This is a lovely little town called Jarrahdale, just on the way back from the forest here. I might just actually stop for a coffee, since I think it's about 10:30 or 11, so I might just have a coffee at the bottom of the hill. Used to be a big wood logging town, but I think most of that's shut down now. The Green's like shutting everything down. Found this nice little trail out the back of Jarrahdale. Got no idea what it is actually. I think it's some sort of park or something. Ooh, with pea gravel everywhere. Oh, it might actually be a motocross track. Ooh. Bike down. There we are. First fall of the day. Yeah. Should have folded my mirrors in. Jesus. There you go. That's what happens when you fall off your bike. Bloody pea gravel everywhere, look at it. I hate fucking pea gravel. Right. That wasn't too bad. Anyway, that's what happens when you fall off your bike on pea gravel. Makes a fucking mess of everything. Looks like I've twisted the handlebar grips a bit. So I'll just get this onto the flat over there. And I'll see what I can do about, yeah, twisted the handlebars a bit. That's why I hate pea gravel. Looks like I've got some straightening to do when I get home. Fucking mirrors are everywhere and covered in shit. Ooh, yeah, you have to take it out of gear, don't you? Yeah, look at the bars, twisted them. Looks like I got a bit of... Whew, looks like I got a bit of work to do when I get home. Anyway, I'll get it in neutral, you fucker. Cassie doesn't like getting tipped over. Right, there they are. So what happens when you drop a DR on its side. Twist the bars and have a few things to straighten out. Fucking hell, look at that. That was the death wings again. I'm blaming the death wings. I might go right once round here and back onto the road. As I said before I fell off, and that's the good thing about having all this padded gear on. I've actually got a bit of a sore elbow now, but it's because I had the padded gear on, nothing happened. So back protector, elbow protectors, knee protectors, and that was good. A little bit of squint handlebar, which will be easy to fix when I get back home, and then that's the first. That's the DR's first sleep. It was just having a little sleep. It was exhausted. That was okay actually. It was a pretty low speed. Fall, so no real damage done as far as I can see. And every bike has to fall over at one time or another. Ugh, trees everywhere. But that was actually it's quite a good little area, this, whatever it is. Apart from that fucking pea gravel. Oh, you see, it won't even lift because of the death wings just spin. Right, back on the road. I'll just head back to Perth now, and then we'll get the bike straightened out in the garage. You know, I was thinking, after I dropped the Suzuki, when I was driving back on the road, I've owned a lot of bikes in my time. I think I started riding about 1972. I've owned new bikes, second-hand bikes, bikes I had to rebuild, etc., etc. And usually with a bike, when you get the first scratch, you're gutted. You're absolutely gutted. But interestingly, when I dropped the Suzuki, what I actually thought was, that's what it's for. And so it was a really interesting mindset that I've got with this bike. It's basically I've accepted this is a dirt bike and I'm going to use it like a dirt bike. And when I dropped it, I wasn't really that bothered. Now, whether it's because it's a tough little bike or it's exactly why I'm using it, I don't know. But it was really interesting, because usually if I get a scratch on a motorbike, I'm crying for weeks. And here I dropped this bike and it didn't really bother me. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, because it was really a curious mindset I had there. And anyway, she's got scratches on her now, and I'll just have to live with it. But it didn't seem to bother me at the time, and as I said, that's exactly what that bike's for. Taken in the dirt, and if it gets dropped in the dirt, fine. So here I am driving back home with my handlebars about 15 degrees. It's the weirdest feeling. Just coming off the escarpment now. Get a great view from up here. That's the sea away in the distance. You can't really see it. Yeah, if you've ever driven with your handlebars at 15 degrees or whatever it is, it's quite an experience. The human body adapts quite well, but it's just strange. Anyway, I thought you'd show you this. This is me going straight now, apparently. Yeah, some work to do in the workshop when I get back home. Okay, here we are back home. The damage isn't too bad. Bark busters did their job here. It's come out a little bit. I'll have to just check what's going on there. Just tighten up again. Straighten the bars, as I said. The rear frame got a little bit of a knock by the looks of it on the rear light. It's annoying. But it looks like it held up okay. and the Moscow Moto frame has got a little bit of a scratch, and it's even got the stones still in the frame, and the bike is absolutely filthy, so I'll just have to give it a quick wash.